Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm thrilled to be back. It's been 2 long weeks since I last saw you, and if you didn't see the last video, go back one video and check it out. I basically released this video to share some inspiration with you guys that you can get anywhere you want in life just by thinking about it, just by initiating the process, and just by going for it. You can do it. You can set your mind to anything and get there as long as you just initiate the process. So go check out the last video. Without further ado, I'd like to share with you today how I'm driving around a 2015 Toyota Corolla for free. Stay tuned. So I just came back from Australia and it was the most amazing trip that I've ever been on. I am so happy I went. My wife and I had the experience of a lifetime, and I'm sure it won't be the last. We're actually planning another trip in March. If you guys haven't already connected with us, go to Instagram and follow us at Traveling Pains. And you can see everything we're doing for the next 12 months, or the next 10 months rather. We are planning 12 trips in 12 months if you're not familiar with it. Our next trip is actually to Mexico for a mission trip that we're going to be doing at some orphanages. If you have any questions about that, you can go ahead and leave a comment below or find us on Instagram and ask us about it. We'd be happy to share with what we're doing with you. And yeah, so just go ahead and contact us about it. So without further ado, I do want to talk about this 2015 Toyota Corolla that I am driving around right now with my wife for free. Essentially, what we did is we found this 2015 Toyota Corolla right after this whole portion of time where I was flipping motorcycles, and it became, so inspirational for me to be able to flip these motorcycles that I got a little bit caught up in the excitement of it, and I ended up buying a 2015 Toyota Corolla. And at first, when we drove away with this 2015 Toyota Corolla, I had no idea what I had just done. I was grabbing on a steering wheel, driving down the highway, and I couldn't believe what I had just done. I just purchased basically a $10,000 vehicle valued at $13,000 and up, and I got it for $10,000. I was ecstatic that I made the deal, but I was also really shocked that I was willing to be able to spend that much money on a vehicle and in hopes of flipping it for a profit. Essentially, what we decided to do after going away from the scenario was that we want to drive the vehicle around. At the time, we had two vehicles, and these two vehicles were older vehicles. We had a 2001 Buick LeSabre and a 2008 PT Cruiser. Both vehicles were going down the drain, and they were both costing us a lot of money in maintenance and car parts and all of the mechanic work that we had to get done on it. So what we ended up doing is we decided to sell those vehicles and use that towards the loan that we had taken out on this 2015 Toyota Corolla. And we ended up getting a really good deal on the loan, and very little interest is being paid. And since we're only using the loan for a specific amount of time and it's a very short window, we are going to end up either going to make up money with doing it, or we're going to be breaking even. And I'm okay in this specific deal breaking even because our two cars were costing us way more money to keep them before than taking this 2015 Corolla and using it for this specific period of time. Now I've been driving around the Corolla for about 6 months. We haven't had any problems with it, aside from one problem with the trunk, which I'll get into in another video. But myself as a handyman, I can kind of fix little things here and there on a vehicle without having to worry about it too much. But with this Corolla, we ended up purchasing, identified the profit margin to be about $3,000, and that gave me the opportunity to drive it around. So every 10,000 miles breaks down on this specific vehicle. Kind of did a lot of research on it. Every 10,000 miles breaks down to about a $500 depreciation on this vehicle. So I can drive this vehicle around, tens of thousands of miles and still make up my money back. And where I'm at right now with my wife is that we want to keep the car around just a little bit longer and be able to flip it and make our money back, or make even a little bit of a profit on the vehicle. So I'm not worried about, even though the initial shock of the vehicle was that we just, sent out $10,000 on our first big car flip. now we're kind of confident in the fact that we can give this vehicle to somebody else, and we didn't lose any money on depreciation because the money on depreciation had already been lost on somebody else's account. And so now we're here, we're driving around this vehicle essentially for free, and you guys know in my past videos I've talked about depreciation, but how key that this depreciation plays into buying and selling of goods. Depreciation is highly important to kind of analyze and research, and I can show you guys in future videos. It's not very complicated how I do it, and I basically just look up the values of the vehicles, look up what they're going for, and I just decide, I can sell this vehicle for X amount of dollars. I need to get it for this amount of dollars to be able to get a good deal on it, and that's where I'm at. My wife and I are driving around this Corolla, and not only that, it's also going to be able to be a good opportunity for us to make side cash. I've tested out a couple of times driving around for Uber, and I actually enjoy it. I've made a pretty good money, and it's really easy. You get tips on the side, and it's something that I'm being able to use this vehicle for, earn extra money on top of the money that we'll already be making selling it. Even if we don't make money, I've already made money to be able to pay off some of the interest and to pay off other bills and to be able to invest other money with this Uber program. And if you guys have any other questions regarding this flip, I'd love to hear from you guys. This has been a crazy experience. I never thought that I'd be here, but we got rid of our other two cars. We put that money towards the loan, and here we are with a 2015 Toyota Corolla. It's driving perfectly, no problems whatsoever mechanically, and we're here just enjoying our time in this new vehicle, and it's inspiration for the future. If you guys don't already know, one of my goals is to drive an exotic or supercar within the next it's about 65 days now or so, and I am really excited about that. I'm hoping that I can land a good deal somewhere with another vehicle and drive that around, and that can be my vehicle. My wife can drive the Corolla around, and so if you guys have any questions, please let me know. This is an exciting time for us, and if you guys want to see any other videos, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can stay tuned with all of the future videos. I do plan on posting just about every single day, and here we are. We'll see you tomorrow.